Hello and welcome to the final episode of Before the Bat, the Gotham podcast. We have been your guide to the TV show Gotham and everything Batman. Once more time with feeling. I am Phil, and joining me is Kelly.
Hey, hey.
And the man himself, Tyler.
How's everybody doing? Wow.
Good. A little sad.
Final episode. Like this is where it all started, right here.
That's right.
That's right.
3 years, man. 3.
The first, 2 or 3 episodes was just me muttering to myself.
Those are always the most fun episodes of a podcast where you have to do something like, all right, this is just me talking to myself.
And now the Empire comes to an end.
Yeah.
All right. What was that?
That was a goat.
No, listen.
Oh, Hugo.
You go.
Nice. I was like, damn, did Solo hit puberty already?
Hey, the way he grows, I wouldn't be surprised. We're talking about Batman.
That's right.
Hey, big man.
What's up, Solo? See, if you follow us on YouTube, follow the Capes and Lunatics YouTube page, you could see Tyler and Solo. And you could see ventriloquist Kelly. She won't move her lips the whole time during this episode.
She was up late watching the second half.
Well, I know. Tell me about it. Me too. Do my rewatch. Oh.
I'm not sure what my favorite part of the episode was, or I just remember before I watched it, Phil had said it seemed like maybe they weren't going to get a 4th season. They didn't know. And it felt like they were just kind of tying up loose ends and getting things ready.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it seemed like it way different than any other season finale we've ever gotten. I mean, I'm pretty sure they didn't know they were getting. I mean, because they waited a while to tell them if they're getting a season 4. So, I mean, that didn't then seem like that could easily be a series finale.
Yeah.
Oh,
does.
yeah.
I mean, it has every Batman villain possible. The only one we haven't seen has been Bane.
Yeah, but
major
Batman
villain.
But we go well. That's the other thing. I mean, didn't David Mazouz promise us Harley Quinn this episode? Where was that at?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that was the beginnings of her getting electrocuted.
Maybe that, or they decided to hold that off since they are getting their season 4.
Maybe. But I don't know. It just seemed. I mean, if they cut it out, they did it good because I didn't notice. Unless it was Babs and they just decided to electrocute her instead.
Right.
Well, I mean, look at the world that show exists in. I mean, you could easily bring her back, or Well, I definitely thought Butch was dead, but he's coming back. Cyrus Gold. Tyler,
Yep.
Cyrus Gold.
I know. Okay, so that popped up and Jania goes, wait, I know that name.
Yeah, from Arrow, season 2.
And she's like, who is? And she's like, Solomon Grundy.
Born on a Monday.
I was furiously yelling at the screen. Use the Lazarus pit. Use the Lazarus.
I told Jania, I was like, he said use the waters. Okay.
Well, first he said don't touch it, but then he said, once Alfred got stabbed by Bruce, thank you, he said use it.
I'm sorry, if I would have poured just a little bit of water on Alfred and he started coming back, I would have thrown him in the water. I wouldn't have been just a little bit and ran him to a hospital. I would have been take more of this water, Alfred.
Yeah, pour it all over him or try to get him to drink it or something.
Mm-hmm.
No, he took you to a hospital. What the heck, Bruce?
And I mean, I guess maybe because the episode was jam packed, and again, once they maybe thought it was a series finale. But what was up with like us getting Ra's al Ghul for 5 whole minutes?
I know we got. Like I said, we got every major Batman villain like in these 2 episodes, almost.
Because they've been talking. I mean, they've been throwing that out for how many months now? Oh, you got Ra's al Ghul's coming. Ra's al Ghul's coming, and they even got Dr. Bashir to play him. And they used him for 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you never know. Like just like how they were trying to make a big deal out of Zod coming to Supergirl, and he was like, 2 shots of 2 seconds.
And he was a hallucination. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you got to wonder how many minutes hit the cutting room floor too.
Yeah. So I mean, was this 1 episode or 2? Because on my DVR it only had 1 episode number. Season 3, episode 21, but there was 2 titles.
There's 2.
It's 2 because on Hulu it's set on 2.
There's 2, but they ran them together as 1 for DVR, so people wouldn't DVR it. The reason they did that so they wouldn't only get half of it.
Oh, okay.
Somebody automatically had it set to record Gotham.
Yeah,
because some of them only record at the time.
Yeah, well, that's why you set it. That's why you set it for the season.
Yeah, but some of them don't have that. So
the Amish.
Yeah, yep. Exactly. The Amish DVRs. So I'm assuming that's why they did it. Because can you imagine how mad you'd be if you only got half and Alfred gets stabbed and then you don't know what happens?
You get mad.
Yes.
Or you get glad.
Or you turn into, one of those, the Tesh virus people.
Can we just talk about how, like, I'm done with Lee? Like, I'm seriously done with Lee.
Well, she could easily be out of here because, she left the city again.
Could she just stay away? Because, like, I hated her this season.
It's not a finale without her leaving. Yeah. She's going to come back with another fiance.
Yep.
But the actress did come back with a husband.
Yep.
They got married on Thursday.
Okay, Solomon Grundy. Well, I said they're crazy for each other.
Mm-hmm.
But,
very true.
I don't know. She was kind of interesting after she took that virus and, raided her local Hot Topic.
That's Ellie's favorite store, by the way.
Oh, I love this store. She got 2 for 1 on the black clothing and the the mascara. Because I'm evil now,
Yep. She's just walking around like you think she took the virus. She's like, oh, this makes sense why Mario would have killed me. But nope. I'm just gonna be a pain in the butt still.
Now I just want to be evil, and Jim, I want you to be evil too.
But I'll wear pants.
Even in death, Barbara wasn't wearing pants.
I know she's wearing her little skirt thingy.
They even gave you that behind the shot before they started fighting to show you, like, look, no pants.
Mm-hmm.
This is who Solomon wants to be on Gotham.
Robin.
Yep. He's like, where's Robin? Might as well bring Robin in. Might as well.
They say at this point he's probably as old as Solo right now.
Yep.
If he's even born.
Solomon will play him. You want to be Robin?
Mm-hmm. So what else? Oh,
we saw. I love the penguin in this episode.
Yeah, we even got a shout out at the end for the Iceberg Lounge.
That was awesome with his Jabba the Hutt centerpiece.
Mm-hmm.
I just like the fact that he tricked Ed. Like he's like, you have the compulsion to always complete tasks.
I know, man.
The ultimate OCD.
He completely called him Sheldon Cooper.
I loved it because he was like, wait a minute, this was all a setup? Yes. Yes, it was, Ed.
But yeah, all the partnerships were falling out. Yeah, Eddie and we've seen Eddie and Oswald all season, but Babs and Tabs, and like we said, Babs shot Butch in the head,
which was crazy. I was like, oh, dang.
Ah! I mean, a lot of deaths. You could tell. I mean, this could have been a series finale. I mean, she tried to kill Butch. She killed Barbara. Jim killed Fish.
Yep, that was awesome.
Tyler, did you cheer?
Yes, I did.
But Fish didn't fry. I thought Fish should have fried.
Oh, they should have
She should have
electrocuted
been
her.
Yeah,
Yes.
should have shot Barbara in the head.
Yeah, but
Yes.
it was all Jim Smash.
I mean, like I said, everybody kind of like tied. It was like it tied up loose ends. Like pretty much killed off the whole Court of Owls, I guess.
I mean, they always. That's what I'm saying. They didn't know if they were doing another season because they announced it late. And look at every other season. Season 1 was like what, Fish going off the roof, and then season 2 is all the Indian Hill people getting out.
I mean, we even had Selena getting her whip.
Yep. And in a pseudo Catwoman costume.
Right.
Yep. Oh, but of course she's a natural. First shot.
Of course. I mean, like I said, like if you were going to end this series, this would have been a good place to end it. Yeah, it didn't have Bruce put on the bat suit, but it had Bruce put on something.
Rich man's incognito suit.
It's better than the Marvel ball cap and sunglasses hideout.
That's true. So I just wonder, not they weren't sure if they're getting another season. If now they're just like, oh crap, what do we do now? What do we do now? Kind of written ourselves in the corner with some of this. We're gonna give him a bat suit next season.
Yeah,
they're like, we need ratings. Might as well.
Are they gonna work up to falling out Eddie?
well, Firefly would be the perfect person for that.
Yeah, but do you have to do a special process so you don't kill him in the process?
Yeah,
I mean, we saw Hugo Strange, Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, Catwoman, Riddler,
Firefly.
Penguin, Firefly. The only person we didn't see in this episode was Joker.
Yeah, Jerome was in it. Yeah.
So, but like every other person, or Scarecrow wasn't in it too. But we've seen Scarecrow on the show.
You know who else? I mean, if this really would have been a series finale, where was Harvey Dent?
Yeah, for real. He just disappeared. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was in season 2, then like they don't even mention Harvey anymore.
And I mean, he's not like Montoya and Allen. I mean, he's going to be a major, Batman rogue.
They just got rid of him.
or maybe they're saving him for later.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. When they filmed, I didn't know if they thought they had a later, but yeah, definitely now they got to bring him in. So I know it's Gotham City and everything, but so if anyone goes in that Iceberg Lounge now, they're going to see Eddie just like frozen in the middle of the place and be like, "Oh, okay."
They'll be like, "Oh, that's a really cool.
He killed a guy and froze him. Okay,
that's a really cool wax statue you have of the Riddler." Yeah, it is. He's like, it's my favorite piece in my office.
Yeah, there you go. It's like your own personal art gallery.
Mm-hmm.
So, what did you think about Butch's reveal?
I don't know. I know our buddy Charlie early on was saying he thought Butch might be like Joe Chill, the killer of Bruce Wayne's parents, but Solomon Grundy, I mean, now that they got another season, I wonder if they're going to follow through with that. I mean, they kind of have to, but what are they going to do? Do you think they're going to go full on supernatural, like comics Solomon Grundy, or are they just going to be like Arrow and just be like, oh, he's super strong?
Who knows? I mean, they did the Alice Tetch virus thing.
Mm-hmm.
So they could do something.
Oh, did you catch that line? At the end, they said 90% of people were cured.
Yeah.
So they're explaining that, how people were mad in Gotham.
So they still have mutants.
Yeah, and I think they that's why there's so many crazies in Gotham. Wonder if David Mazouz is going to bulk up over the summer, so we can get a Batman.
He's gonna bulk up, but then they're just gonna be like, you know what? We're just gonna do flash forwards and flashbacks.
I don't know. I wonder if they're going to give him like a different like costume identity before he actually puts on a bat suit. We thought. I think you said it before, Tyler. Is he going to be like the Gray Ghost or something?
That'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, Ra's al Ghul dropped the line about referring to the Dark Knight.
Yeah, I know. He's like the Knight of the Darkness. I'm like, oh. They'll make it too obvious.
But you know, hey, that's cool. You give me the Knight of the Darkness.
But Strange's "Oh no" was my favorite line of the episode.
Oh no!
That look when he sees her.
He's like, I had to do what I had to do when the Court of Owls calls you. You have to.
You have to sell out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but poor Harvey this episode. He was a punching bag, especially for Jim.
Oh, I know. Poor Bullock.
It's like you threw me against 2 trains.
I'm just glad they didn't like bring back what was the line Harvey said about one time I'll say never. He says like now or never. I was just like, just hold that off and like for a season and then bring it back. I'm glad they didn't bring it back in the same episode.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think it's all talk. He'll always follow Jim's lead, which it'll come eventually. He's gonna be commissioner.
Solomon's putting on his Batman mask. He's like looking at it like all dramatically. He put it on and then pulled it off and just like staring at it.
Tell him to stand on the edge of the roof.
Janine be like, "Where's Solomon?" On the roof. And his Batman suit.
Get the fan blowing get that cape moving.
Just stand there looking like he's ready to take on the world.
Because again, that final scene, I mean, that's the kind of scene they like to put in like a series finale,
Right.
Yeah.
That's like that Smallville scene, he's kind of in costume.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If they had known definitely 100% that was their last episode, do you think that would have been a Batman costume?
Yeah. Just because they said that they wanted to end the series with him putting on the cowl. So I think it would have been some sort of I think we would have got like a over the shoulder type shot or something of just him in a cowl and like a shadow or something. We wouldn't have got to actually see him full on costume.
You just see him from behind. All you see is like the ears.
Because they'll just like reuse like a cowl from like another Batman. They're like, we're not making our own. Bring me that George Clooney thing.
No.
They're like, just bring me one.
Oh, Michael Keaton.
There you go.
Whichever one fits David's face, bring me something. Well, wasn't it on Birds of Prey, if I remember right? Like the bat suit that's used on Birds of Prey was like a Mod Podge of Batman Forever and something else. It was just like they just pulled elements from all the different bat suits or something. Like
probably because yeah,
they didn't create their own. They just used ones that already existed. It was because it's like 2 different suits. I can't remember what they used from what, but it wasn't just a straight one suit. The best thing Birds of Prey did was the Batgirl suit. That's it. Which is awesome to look at.
They need to do a better version of that.
Yeah, they do. And not make it like weird Earth 2 stuff where you're like, huh? This is a weird huntress. With no mask, and especially in the pilot episode. But this is the Birds of Prey. But podcast. But this is Before the Bat. It does work, and
it's all Batman.
It's our last episode. We can say whatever we want.
Almost.
Well, here we go. Ready? And cut.
But what do you think? Like the worst thing Jim did with that while he was infected with the virus? I think it was getting the blood from Jervis Tetch, man.
Oh yeah,
was-
by far.
Jim, we need him. Not all of them.
I know. I was thinking like, wrist, hand. I don't know. Not slit his throat and then duct tape it.
It's probably one of the quickest ways to get the blood, though.
It is, but dang, that was intense.
And like we found out at the end, we kind of knew he was going to, but he lived. So.
And duct tape fixes everything.
It's like a suture.
Man, that Gotham Hospital, man, they were doing some good business this episode.
They're like,
Yeah.
we have a man whose throat slit. We have duct tape. All right, what else is new? Bring him on.
We got a guy
All right.
who's had a sword through the chest.
A sword? Wow. All right. Okay.
All right,
Bring him through.
Set those two to the side. We got a guy who got shot in the head.
Yeah.
Ooh, challenging. Let's do this one.
Oh, and we got a electrocution victim ready for the morgue.
I put her in the board. Just put her in a bag. Put her on the table so she can pop up.
Send her to the Borg.
Just go ahead and cremate her.
I mean, who would have thought Tabitha would have gotten this far? And they already killed Barbara off. And
Well, Tabitha, Barbara was that character that really didn't have they didn't know what they were doing with her, and then made her this villainous and kind of just kept taking her in a different direction so they could kind of do whatever they want. And Tabitha's that pseudo Catwoman. She's supposed to be like, what, Tigress or whatever was her original
I guess,
comic
yeah.
connection, but someone's got to train Selena more.
Well, yeah,
that
that's what I was.
her and Bruce can fight.
That's one of the big reasons I think they kept her around, so they could have that whole whip scene with Selena. But yeah, but no, just that whole the part where Stabby Babs is in the warehouse looking for Jim and Harvey and Tetch. I was just thinking, wow. I mean, think about where she's come since season 1, just sitting around the apartment with no pants on.
You know what's funny?
For a while, we thought she was maybe a ghost or a manifestation of Jim's imagination. She didn't interact with anybody.
Ellie's like, she's screaming her head off. Does she have the virus? Which I thought was hilarious because she's just unhinged.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, ever since who was that? The ogre got a hold of her. Yeah.
Yeah.
The ogre, the episode that extended way too long. They needed to fill out the first season. They're like, we'll make this guy 3 episodes in.
Well, I think they originally painted her as like this little rich girl who never had to deal with the hardest thing she ever had to deal with was, I don't know, what, her parents disowning her or whatever, and then it all came crashing in, Penguin visiting them at their apartment. Her and Jim, just we have company. You might want to put some pants on. Never mind.
She didn't own any. That's because her parents disowned her. She didn't have money for pants. She just wore long shirts.
She poured all the money into that apartment in season 1.
Yep.
That sweet apartment. We've come a long way since season 1.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, guys, I'm still just in amazement of thinking about Batman's rogues gallery and how many of them have appeared, and who hasn't yet. I got Bane, major Batman villain that hasn't showed up yet.
Yeah, but they did call out Venom in season 1, though.
Yeah, they did. So they alluded to proto Bane, but still.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we didn't get Clayface this episode either.
No, but we did get him on the series.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, I think they realized they couldn't make everyone wait for all these villains.
Hi. Wonder Woman says hi.
That's hi. Wonder Woman says hi.
Woman. Hey.
So before we move on, is there what else didn't we get to this episode?
We're like all over the place.
I know.
Bruce and Selena had their fallout. Alfred loves Bruce.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool how Bruce came out of it.
Mm-hmm.
That it would take
By stabbing Alfred.
that it would take something that traumatic to bring him out of it.
He's family.
Well, it took something as equally as traumatic as the first trauma to bring him out of it.
Oh yeah, and especially him being the cause of it.
Yes, exactly. And so I thought that was probably most realistic way they could do that.
Oh, that was the best part. I thought when in the beginning when Jim's looking for Hugo and Harvey's telling him that he's gone. He's like, yeah. He's like, I had to have Alfred interrogate him, and he let him go. He's like, yeah, that's right. I blame him. The butler did it.
Well, I just liked how Roz like had like the backup plan of, if he stabs him, there's the Lazarus pit. And like as soon as he stabbed him, Jania's like, oh my gosh. I'm like, Jania, what was behind them? I'm like, it was a Lazarus pit. She's like, oh, shut up, Tyler.
Saying, look at Arrow season 3. Oliver Queen didn't even need the Lazarus pit.
That's right.
He had Katana.
Willpower.
No, willpower drives Indy cars.
I got gumption.
He's got his love for Felicity. It was like it pulled him through. It not only did it pull him through, it killed his career.
Oh my.
Ouch.
Speaking of true love, Tyler, I know you know about this, but Kelly, did you see what happened in the latest issue of Batman this week, Batman 24?
I did not.
Oh, well, it ends with with Batman proposing to Catwoman.
Interesting.
And not only is it Batman proposing, it's actually Bruce proposing.
Oh yeah, he pulls the mask off. Yes.
Well, that could be interesting. So what do you do if, you're a hero and your spouse is an avowed criminal?
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to do the whole redemption thing. And I'm trying to remember, Tyler, did she ever find out his identity, like after New 52? Because I know before that she knew his identity, but then after that I thought...
I don't think so. Like I had the same thought, like I went through in my head, like, all right, did she... I was trying to go back, because I read most of Catwoman.
Yeah, so did I.
I stopped when they made her like the mob boss.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have as much interest in, but
this is a story about mail and packages, and it's also a story about people.
So I'm not
sure. So yeah, I mean, yeah, Kelly, they're leaving us hanging too, because like the next, like they're starting a new like flashback arc, so we're not going to know for at least another 3 or 4 episodes what she says, because she didn't answer him.
Uh-oh.
Of course she did.
This sounds familiar. Yeah.
So what is it, Tyler? I think that like the next 4 issues of Batman, it's a flashback. It's the joke of or the war of jokes and riddles. Boy, I wonder what 2 rogues are going to be fighting.
I'm going to say Penguin and Egghead. Those are my 2 guesses. That makes sense. Or it's gonna be Alfred just playing chess with Red Robin.
Red Robin, yum.
Yum.
Now I'm hungry.
I was gonna say, don't get me started on Red Robin. No, remember he's a prisoner and whatever that prison is. That's the secret conspiracy going on.
He's hanging out with Doomsday. He's actually, what we're going to find out is Red Robin's actually reforming Doomsday.
As we're getting ready to incorporate Watchmen into the regular DC universe.
Some sorts, yeah.
And in November, we're getting a Dr. Manhattan is going to encounter Superman, it looks like.
I'm just waiting to find out, like they're dragging this out so much, the Rebirth stuff, but it's all right. Like the whole mystery, like They just keep dragging it longer and longer.
It's gotta be a big event. It's gotta be a big event.
Yeah, it does.
Mm.
But I don't know. I forgot what I was gonna say.
But yeah, so this is our last hurrah. I mean, think about all we've done here. All the interviews. We had Cole Vallis, Todd Stashwick. Our last one was Leslie Hendricks. We had Olga.
Yes.
And I know I'm probably forgetting somebody. Oh, I interviewed Clayface. Yes. Yes.
We've had lots of kicks and lots of early mornings and late nights.
Yes.
Lots of baddie discussions.
And of course, I think we should thank our unofficial fourth member of the podcast, Ms. Lil of Hellfire.
Of course. Woohoo! Oh, we forgot all the puns.
That's your department. Oh, me and Lilith are still calling you
The punster.
The punslinger, the fastest punslinger in the Midwest.
I still sling them.
Fits.
Yep, it does fit.
That's funny.
But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see where they go next season, because they're really gonna have to. They've opened up a whole lot of cans of worms now.
Oh yeah.
They're like, well, we almost didn't get a fourth season, so let's hold nothing back for season 4. Let's just make it a Batman show.
Well, yeah, I mean, they kind of have to follow through on their promises. I mean, Bruce is in a costume now. Butch is Solomon Grundy. Get the Iceberg Lounge.
Yeah, well, and Alfred's like, well, once you find, what works for you, your center, then,
Your true north.
Yes,
Bruce.
exactly. There you go.
Bruce is like, hold on, let me put this black outfit on.
Oh, and then we got that scene early on with, remember Alvarez goes crazy and Alfred and Lucius have to take him out.
Yeah.
Alfred diving over desks and
Alfred might as well. What was it? So one of these days we're just gonna get you a badge.
might as well give him a costume, something.
I'm the butler. I don't know. It's been fun here. We've done a lot of bat stuff. I miss
we
it.
have. We did our Batman Christmas this last year. I know I did an interview or two on the comic side.
Yeah.
Talked a lot of Nightwing.
Yep.
But it's not going away. It's just moving.
It's evolving.
Yes.
It's becoming less Gotham centric.
We are becoming someone else, something else.
Oh, wow. Yes, that hurts.
But Kelly, you have to join us on Capes and Lunatics.
Oh, I shall. I totally shall. It's going to be interesting to see this. Like I said, this year's going to be a little busy with, a senior and a junior, but I'm looking forward to spending some time with you guys over there. It'll be fun.
It will be.
Oh, we're going to have to bring you in for some Gotham stuff. Just because.
Because you got to have all those puns.
That's right.
That's right.
I was gonna say you can join us for like Flash and Arrow too, but I know you only have time for one show.
At the moment, I only have time for one show, which is crazy, and I'm watching it at all kinds of weird hours.
But yeah, I mean, we'll be talking Gotham on Capes and Lunatics, but as they reminded us at the end of the episode, it's moving to Thursdays.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, it'd be weird to like kind of end the week with something rather than start it.
Yeah, like it'll be different, but it'll be cool though at the same time.
Hey, but Tyler, we get to watch Supergirl live.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, I'm cool with it.
We
It'll be
can live
weird though,
tweet together. Yeah.
just because like that was our like that was I don't know that was the podcasting like for me that was the podcasting origin was here,
Mm-hmm.
and just like I remember that first podcast. Just had my laptop and I just had the built-in microphone, and I don't know, just all like come a long way since that. And
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
I love talking just Batman, so it's gonna be rough because my favorite podcast has pretty much went away to listen to, and now like my podcast here has kind of evolved, which
Yeah,
I
a
don't
lot
know.
of a lot of Gotham stuff because like that Legends of Gotham. Remember the one we did the roundtable for, Kelly?
Yeah.
I guess this episode is their last one too.
Wow.
Well, I think they do other stuff too, but I mean, yeah, I mean they're ending it here. We know with season 3 too.
Well, it's hard to keep a single show podcast going, really, especially if you do multiples. So it makes sense to combine it, especially in this atmosphere of superhero,
Saturation.
shows. Yes.
And especially like over the summer, it's like, do you let it sit for three or more months, or
Or do you go with the superhero show that's on the air now?
Mm-hmm. Do you talk comics? Do you talk cartoons?
You have a lot more options when you have that many more shows.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You combined it, and you're never lacking for material.
Right. Exactly.
Exactly. But yeah, I guess we're winding down. But no, I want to thank both of you. I mean, this show wouldn't have become what it did without the two of you.
Aw, well.
True.
Just
It would have been just Phil talking to himself.
Yeah, and it would have been me going, this episode,
Anybody else have something to say? Please, somebody out there in listening land.
Exactly.
Well, you know what's funny? You know how I came to you guys?
I know Rob said. Didn't you contact Rob?
Actually, I was at Wizard World and was at the podcasters in the final party with everybody at Wizard World, and I knew the show was coming up because, well, I'd seen the the first episode. I was like, okay, I'd really be interested in doing this. And he's like, oh, I got somebody that's wanting to do that. And so there you go.
It was just so weird. Like the first couple weeks, like I couldn't find a co-host, and then like all of a sudden it was like, bam, like two at once. Because Rob said, this woman contacted me. She really wants the podcast about Gotham, and hey, we got a message. This young man wrote on the before the bat. What was it, the Facebook page?
Yep.
I'm a big DC fan. I love Batman. I got DC tattoos.
Yep.
Let's rock it.
Let's do this. And here we are.
Because I was podcasting with Lilith already.
Mm-hmm.
Long before this. So yeah.
That was another credential on your resume. I was like, oh, she works with Lilith. I know Lilith. Okay.
Like, oh, she works with Lilith? Okay, I can trust her.
Lilith doesn't suffer fools. She knows quality. Yeah.
And we clicked right away. So it was funny because, I'd never podcasted with guys.
Mm-hmm.
Ever. So that was something different too. Even though, I mean, quite honestly, I probably hang out with more guys than I do women. But it's just different. It's a different vibe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's a different Cisco.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah. My very first podcast was with Lilith Hellfire. That's why I said I I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Lilith Hellfire. I remember that like first one or two awkward podcasts, just yelling into my iPad. Yeah, I like Darrow.
Poor Lilith.
She's trained so many of us.
Yes, she has. Yes, she has.
Lilith
In fact,
Hellfire.
I'm currently wearing my shirt to honor her. It's DJ Batman.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, I bought that shirt just specifically for Lilith.
She's like the boot camp for us podcasters.
No, I remember the first episode I listened to Phil do was his review of Assault on Arkham.
Yeah, Suicide Squad movie, yes.
And I just remember thinking, like, I agree with everything he's saying. I was like, we should talk.
Well, yeah, I think that was like the first thing I actually had like real content, because the first episode I was like, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes. I was like, I like Batman, this is why you should listen to me. I know a lot of Batman. And the second episode I think was like just me like talking about the Gotham trail. The first Gotham trailer was just like, look at that. Look at that. That was cool. That was cool too.
It's hard when you start up. It is.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you've never done it before or it's been a while. So we all go through that.
Mm-hmm.
It is tough.
It does take practice. I mean,
Yes, it does.
I remember being in a panic every time I went to record. Now it's just like, okay, time to record.
Did it record? Did it record? Oh no!
Well, that's why I like this Google Hangout. It's like idiot proof. You hit the button, you start broadcasting, and then at the end you hit the button and stop, and then you just download the thing off of YouTube. That's it.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah,
Very easy.
a lot better, and a lot less hassle than like GarageBand
Yeah.
and Skype. Skype
Unless-
is the devil.
Probably unless you do a lot of editing. And then
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, just the recording part, it just always seems like GarageBand or Skype would give me issues, and just like, oh, come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this, it's either like you got a good internet connection or you don't. That's all you need.
Yes. There you go. There you go. Well, I think we've covered Gotham.
I know. It's sad.
It is. But it's not like we won't see each other again,
Yeah. We'll get our occasional puns on Facebook.
Yes. and on the phone.
Mm-hmm. And like I said,
And every so often in person. Well, kind of virtually.
yeah. Yeah, you have to join us on Capes and Lunatics sometime, Kelly.
Absolutely.
Reunite with us, reunite with Lilith.
Yes. Yes. And hopefully as things calm down in a year or so, I can jump back in. But
Nice.
yeah, just it's crazy right now.
Family first.
Yes. It's well, I'll put it this way. An arcade cabinet was just built in 3 weeks here
Oh, yeah.
for an engineering project.
Yeah, for Sam's project, yeah.
There's an Eagle Scout project going on. There's Ellie's driver's ed, heaven help us. And so yeah, it's just and plus marching band and varsity choir and yeah.
So don't think Kelly's retiring, people. She's not.
No. No, she's just full-time momming for a while. Well, working full-time and full-time momming. So
She's upgrading.
but I'll be back.
But so well, with that intro, Kelly, where can people talk to you about momming?
Oh, and other things too, of course.
On the new mom podcast, Kelly's Corner.
Just gonna live mic her 24/7.
Don't do that, dude. Not teasing. You can find me on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, and really anywhere else at Super Squint. That's SUPERSQUINT. Or if you're in ham radio, you can find me at K9FTZ.
That's what Lil said. Kelly now with more ham radio.
Yes, he is an extra class ham now. You already knew that, though, without me taking a test.
All right. So from powerful mom to super dad, Tyler.
Oh, you can find me at JTY Patrick pretty much anywhere. You can find me over on Capes and Lunatics with Krypton Report as well. And yeah, just I miss talking sometimes just Batman. So just send a message and we can talk just Batman.
Yeah, especially on the Capes and Lunatics. I mean, send in topics. Maybe we'll talk about it. But you say, what is this Capes and Lunatics? Well, it's already started, so you should be listening to it. But like we said, send us suggestions. You can email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. We even have voicemail. Kelly can send us voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/capesandlunatics. Definitely make sure you follow us on Facebook because we're going to start some Facebook Live content, which you can only find on Facebook. I already put one up for this week's comics. I know Tyler and Lilith are going to switch off between music and movie reviews.
Yep.
And I'm sure we'll have more Facebook Live content. But so yeah, definitely follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at Capes Lunatics, Instagram Capes and Lunatics. We even have the Pinterest board, Capes and Lunatics Podcast. And if you want to talk to me personally, especially if you want to be interviewed, nightwingpdp@gmail.com, and on Twitter I am at nightwingpdp. Make sure you follow me, Capes and Lunatics. Follow Tyler on Twitter because when all these shows come back, we'll be live tweeting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Mondays will probably be Supergirl. Tuesdays will probably be Flash.
Wednesdays is Arrow.
No, Arrow's moving to Thursdays too.
That's right.
Yeah, 9 o'clock after Gotham, man. That's what I'm saying. Our superhero TV landscape is going to be looking a lot different next season.
Whenever Black Lightning's on.
Yeah. I think CW said they're only going to have 4 DC shows on at a time. So I don't know what Legends of Tomorrow goes on break or something. Maybe that's when they'll do Black Lightning.
Probably.
Only 4.
Yeah, they don't want to be known as like Comic Book Network or anything.
DC TV.
Hey, if it makes money.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if
you do that stuff right, it's licensed to print money.
Right.
Unless you do it bad, like Powerless did.
I know one person who liked that show, and I just looked at him like, what?
Charlie.
Okay, I know 2 people who like that show.
Oh, you knew someone else who liked that.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I just looked at him like, are you serious? Like, yeah, man, it's great. I'm like, it's canceled. What? Yeah.
Welcome to the Crapping on Powerless podcast.
Hey, it connects to Batman. They alluded to Joker, and it has a Wayne, and they had a Batarang.
Making it Wayne.
Oh,
that reminds me. All right, so if we're gonna close this thing out finally, Kelly, any last puns?
Well, I just think it's funny that if you are in Scotland, you know what a Wayne is? It's a kid. It's a child.
Works for Gotham.
Yeah, works for Gotham.
Bruce Kid.
Put me on the spot, and I have no puns. I'm sure.
I know interesting trivia.
Yeah, I'm sure if we as soon as we hang up, I'll have 5 of them. But they have to come organically.
You can't force Kelly's art. It has to be natural.
That's right.
She paints in puns like others paint in watercolors or So is that it?
Yeah, I think so.
I think
Alright.
so.
All right. Well, let's close this out before I start crying.
Aw.
Go all Kevin Smith on y'all.
You and me both, bro. You and me both.
All right. All right. Well, like we said, follow us, the Capes and Lunatics. Tyler and I will be there with Lilith and Charlie, and we're gonna drag Kelly on sometimes.
Yes.
In the coming year, so you could catch us all there. I guess, and we'll talk Gotham season 4 there along with all the other shows. But I guess one last time, same bat time, same bat channel.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
I can't say it because it's not a same bat time. It's not the same bat channel. This is the last one. So we're actually turning off the bat signal. Like this is like the end of Batman Forever, the end of the Dark Knight, and we're just quitting and retreating to our cave, and like the Dark Knight Returns, where he's retired. So I say that's all I got to say.
This was your Gotham podcast.